a wobbly flashlight beam, the screech of tires, slurred excuses and tearful pleas in the dead of night. If you've spent any time on YouTube recently, you've likely stumbled down the rabbit hole of police body cam compilations. It's a genre built on catching people at their absolute lowest, and the lens doesn't discriminate. Even the most carefully managed public relations campaigns shatter the second the red light blinks on. When an officer pulled over a swerving rental car in the Hamptons, the driver tried to explain he was on a world tour. The arresting officer had no idea he was putting handcuffs on pop superstar Justin Timberlake. Or take the moment deputies found a deeply confused Tiger Woods asleep at the wheel of his damaged SUV, quietly assuring them he had just spoken to the president on the phone. These moments of private ruin are packaged, uploaded, and served to an eager audience. The top channels in this space routinely command 30, 40, sometimes 50 million views per video. But your morbid curiosity is just the raw material. Behind these viral uploads is a highly optimized, multi-million-dollar industry built entirely on legally strip mining human tragedy. To understand how a bad night becomes internet content, we have to look at the halls of state government. A decade ago, widespread public outcry over police use of force prompted a national reckoning. The solution seemed obvious: put cameras on the officers. To make sure those cameras actually provided oversight, lawmakers turned to public records laws, ensuring that citizens and journalists had the legal right to request and review the footage. Accessing these files requires navigating bureaucratic hurdles. You have to submit specific details, the exact date, time, location, and the name of the responding officer to make a proper legal request. These requests are processed and enforced by state agencies like the Attorney General's office, compelling police departments to hand over the unedited video files. Laws drafted to shield the public from state violence inadvertently created an open-source library of our darkest moments, free for anyone to download. Enter the content farmers. Globally, opportunists share detailed blueprints, step-by-step tutorials teaching anyone how to mine American police databases. They file bulk requests for hundreds of hours of raw police encounters. Because these are public records, the footage costs almost nothing, sometimes requiring just a minor administrative processing fee. Next comes the extraction. Editors scrub through mundane traffic stops looking for high-drama spikes, an 18-year-old blowing a 0.32 on a breathalyzer, or a suspect trying to bribe a deputy with $20. They isolate these moments, slap on a neon-colored thumbnail, and add a click-friendly title. It's a formula precision-engineered to trigger YouTube's recommendation algorithm. This animated graph illustrates the massive imbalance at play. The bottom line represents the cost to acquire the footage, which stays practically at zero. The top line tracks the ad revenue, which scales exponentially as the views climb into the millions. A single records request can yield enough material to populate an entire channel. Creators spin up multiple accounts with zero production costs, letting the government handle the cinematography while they collect the ad checks. The Sunshine Laws implemented to bring accountability to law enforcement inadvertently subsidized a sprawling, unregulated economy of digital voyeurism. Celebrities have public relations teams to manage their fallout, but the vast majority of the people starring in these viral videos are simply ordinary citizens caught completely off guard. Civil rights lawyers point out clearly that the faces populating these viral compilations are disproportionately young women and racial minorities. Some operators weaponize the footage directly against the subjects. In what amounts to digital extortion, channels will occasionally demand hundreds of dollars directly from the people in the videos just to take the clips down. A local news broadcast eventually fades, but these YouTube compilations remain online forever, ensuring that a single panic attack, a drunken mistake, or a mental health crisis is permanently etched into the internet. The technology we demanded to keep the powerful in check has been repurposed. Body cameras are now functioning as tools for mass surveillance and private profit. Every click and every view sends a fraction of a cent to people running this assembly line. We have to stop and ask ourselves, what happens to a society that treats the breakdown of a human life as an evening's entertainment? Because the lens has no empathy. It only records, and it never stops.